Pull up right now. Pull up.
Okay.
Pull up.
No, it was just, I apologize. Yes, I know I was wrong. I ain't have no business going off like that, but
What?
I am sorry, y'all. Yes. Yes, that's her. Let me see the phone, son.
No. Bitch wanna be famous, I'm gonna make her famous.
No.
Wanna be famous, I'm gonna make you famous. I do.
Yes.
I'm telling you I get on these bitch level.
No.
New at 6, a guilty plea from the Shreveport man accused of killing his ex-girlfriend on Facebook Live. The murder happening last April. Police responding to a call of shots fired that quickly turned into a shootout. Officers later learned that Renita Williams was shot and killed during that ordeal. Her murder streamed on Facebook Live as she begged for her life. 37-year-old Jonathan Robinson now has admitted to killing her and to firing at police. He had pleaded not guilty to first-degree murder and several counts of attempted first-degree murder, the district attorney seeking the death penalty. But after talking with the victim's mother, the DA willing to scrap the death penalty if Robinson would plead guilty to all charges. He now faces life without parole.
Shreveport, Louisiana. Thursday, April 12, 2018, 9 a.m. She woke up early that morning, put on her soft gray sweatshirt, checked on her kids, tidied the living room, lit a candle near the TV. Renita Williams was always particular about her home feeling warm. She had plans that day, hair appointments lined up, messages to respond to, designs she was sketching on a notepad by her bedside. But before she could even pour her coffee, he showed up. Unannounced, uninvited, unwelcome. Her brother was inside the house. So was her mother. The door was unlocked. Within seconds, he forced his way in. And just like that, the energy shifted. A man she once trusted, one she had cut ties with, now pacing her living room with a gun in his hand and rage in his mouth. He wasn't whispering. He was yelling, screaming, demanding one thing. Go live! He wanted her on Facebook Live, in front of everyone, her friends, her family, her clients. And a woman he was now dating, he made her sit down. She looked into the phone camera, and she said the words he told her to say, the words that would become her final broadcast. Not because she had any idea what was coming, but because she was trying to survive it. For 3 minutes. She sat there, apologizing, to someone she didn't owe a thing, begging for peace that would never come. And then, on camera, he shot her. You could hear it, you could feel it, and you could see her fall. But this story isn't just about what was seen, it's about what we missed, the warnings, the silence, the systems that failed her, and the legacy she never got to write herself. Because Renita Nunu Williams was more than a viral headline. She was a daughter, a sister, a mother to 3 children waiting in the other room, and what happened that morning should never have happened at all. You are watching Black Girl Lost, where we don't just tell true crime stories. We tell her story, the ones the system tried to erase, the ones the headlines never fully explain. Subscribe to bring more attention to stories that matter. Like, if you believe Black women deserve protection. Comment your thoughts as you watch. Your voice helps bring justice. Natalie Street sits on the west side of Shreveport, not far from the Red River. Modest homes line the block, each one telling its own quiet story. The house on the corner, white siding, front porch, wind chime by the window, was hers. That was Renita's space. That's where her 3 kids knew love. That's where she filled her walls with color, not just paint, but life. Inside, her touch was everywhere. Photos of the kids lined the mantel. A handmade New News World sign leaned above the TV, pillows fluffed just right, a burning candle on the dining table, always something vanilla or lavender, the kind of scent that makes a house feel like someone cares. She cared. She was born Renita Williams. But around the neighborhood, and especially online, she was Nunu. It wasn't just a nickname, it was her brand, her identity, her shine. She had a presence, not the kind that walked into a room needing to be loud. No. She made people feel seen. She made people laugh. Her smile, wide, deep-set dimples, perfectly framed by her lashes and cheekbones, was the kind that stayed with you. People didn't forget Nunu. She was a mother first, 3 kids, young, still in school. She took care of them alone. No child support, no co-parent beside her. Just Nunu and her grind. She didn't complain. She adjusted. She learned how to stretch every dollar. She'd do hair in the living room, one kid sitting at her feet while another finished homework on the couch. She never let her kids feel like they were going without. Her friend said she had magic hands. She could take a thrift store vase and turn it into a centerpiece. She once redid a neighbor's kitchen with nothing but dollar store decor and spray paint. Hair, makeup, design. Renita didn't just hustle. She built something. A small but growing Facebook following, a consistent clientele, a reputation. She was going to open a salon, her best friend said. That was her dream, a real space with her name on it. She had it all mapped out. But underneath all that light, something else had been following her. A relationship that didn't end gently, a man who didn't accept no. They weren't together anymore, that was clear. She had moved on. But he hadn't. And even though she told people she was done with him, even though she'd blocked his number more than once, some ties are harder to sever than they should be. You wouldn't have known it just by looking. She never posted about him. She didn't rant or cry online. But friends say there were moments when her energy changed, when she stopped responding, when she seemed quieter. And then there were the times he would show up, unannounced. At the house, at work. Her brother said one time she just brushed it off, said, "He's just trippin'. I ain't worried about him." But you could hear the tension in her voice. In one of her last Facebook videos, just days before, it was all smiles. Music playing in the background, her doing a live makeup tutorial in her bedroom mirror. Someone in the comments asked her how she kept her peace. She smiled and said, "I just stay to myself, mind my business, and take care of my babies." Thursday morning, April 12th, 2018. It was around 9:09 a.m. when Jonathan Robinson walked up to the house on Natalie Street. He had not been invited. He was not welcome. Renita had ended things. It was over. But he was not finished with her. He parked his car just down the street, walked the short path to her front door. He knew where her family lived. He had been there before. That morning, her brother and her mother were both inside the home. The door was unlocked. What happened next would set off a chain of events that could not be reversed. He walked straight into the house. No warning, no hesitation. He was armed. Witnesses say he was yelling from the moment he stepped inside, loud, furious, pacing, demanding answers that no one owed him. Her brother tried to calm him down, tried to de-escalate, but Robinson had a gun in his hand. The atmosphere inside shifted instantly, from a quiet morning to a hostage situation, and it did not take long before he turned all his attention on Renita. He told her to sit down, he told her to go live, and she did, because what choice did she have? He wanted the world to hear her, but not for her truth, for his pride, for his ego, to humiliate her in front of his new girlfriend. He stood behind her, looming, gun visible, and on Facebook Live, he made her apologize. "I told her to go live. Apologize to my girl." Jonathan Robinson's own words from his confession. The video played out in real time. Renita sat in a chair facing the camera, her voice trembling. She was calm, but her eyes gave it away. She was scared, and the world watched. Some live, some later, some unaware that they were witnessing the final moments of her life. She said sorry, once, then again, and again, until he interrupted. He fired the first shot. People on the live stream heard it. Some thought it was a door slam. Others paused, unsure. But then he fired again. She screamed. She fell. Her mother ran out to call 911. She had been shot in the leg, then again in the torso. Outside, Renita's mom had already called 911.
Can you send the police to 1301 Natalie? 1301 Natalie. Because they shoot Jonathan Robinson.
Okay, Jonathan.
1301 Natalie Street.
Okay, is he shooting now?
Yeah, he's shooting now, ma'am.
Okay.
All right.
Can you tell me what he's wearing? Hold on. Can you tell me what he's wearing?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what...
Ma'am, I can't tell what he got on.
Okay, yeah, Okay, you see him right now? Doctors need to know when they pull up who he is.
He's in a car.
Okay, what kind of
He's
vehicle?
in a little brown car. The car's still in the driveway.
Okay, who is he shooting at?
He's shooting at my daughter.
Okay. Okay, is everybody safe inside of the residence?
No, ma'am.
Okay,
My daughter in there.
where's your daughter at?
She in there now.
Okay, and what's your name, ma'am?
Anita Williams.
Okay, I'm gonna keep you on the phone if you can until officers get there so we can make sure you guys are okay.
Okay.
Okay, and where is he at now? Do you know?
He in the house still. He's still in the house, ma'am.
Okay, he's in the house?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and where are you?
I'm outside. I'm at a house. All right.
Okay, no, stay on the phone with me.
Tell him, please, ma'am, to hurry up.
They're on the way. While we're talking, they're on the way, okay? Are they into some type of dispute or something?
Yes, ma'am. He have the gun. He in there now.
Okay, and you don't know what color shirt he's wearing or nothing like that?
He got on burgundy shirt, but the car's still in the yard, ma'am.
Okay, that's fine, but like I said, you can stay on the phone with me.
Okay, it's 1301 Nelly. He's in the house with the gun.
They're already on the way. Is your daughter in the house too?
Yes, she's in there with my son.
Okay, and your son, how old's your son?
He's 30.
30, okay.
Within minutes, officers from the Shreveport Police Department arrived on Natalie Street. Body camera footage and dispatch records confirm they pulled up at 9:16 a.m., but they were not met with silence. Robinson was still inside, still armed. And when officers tried to get closer, he opened fire on them too. At least one officer was hit in the wrist. Others had to retreat. What followed was an 80-minute standoff. Robinson remained inside the home, pacing, yelling, refusing to come out. Neighbors had to be evacuated, streets blocked, officers crouched behind vehicles calling for backup. A woman was dying, an officer was wounded, and a neighborhood was under siege. Time crawled. Negotiators tried to make contact. No answer. Officers took cover behind fences, trees, corners of houses. It was tense, controlled. But no one knew what Robinson would do next. Then, silence. He stepped outside around 10:30 a.m., shirtless, hands raised. He did not run. He did not speak. He was taken into custody without resistance.
His deadly shooting that killed a woman and wounded a Shreveport police officer. Police Chief Alan Crump called a morning news conference to share the latest information about the standoff in Shreveport's Caddo Heights neighborhood. Police identified the alleged gunman as 36-year-old Jonathan Robinson. He's now charged with second-degree murder in the shooting death of Renita Williams. Police also addressed a live stream clip on Facebook during the deadly standoff.
I could tell the females that love doesn't hurt. And in situations like this, it's really not love.
It should be shaking and awakening for our community that we have work to do. Right now, Louisiana is third in the nation of domestic violence fatalities.
For more information on Project Celebration and other resources for domestic violence victims, just call the number right there on your screen, 318-256-6242. Again, 256-6242. Well, since all of this happened, we've been digging deeper into the criminal past of the suspect, Jonathan Robinson. Our chief investigative reporter, Stacey Cameron, shows us what he's uncovered.
In an ongoing murder investigation,
we may try to answer as many questions as we can.
Where the suspect,
Jonathan Robinson,
is already in custody after allegedly killing Renita Williams and wounding a Shreveport police officer.
He's in jail for second-degree murder and convicted felon in possession of a firearm.
KSLA Investigates is learning more about 36-year-old Jonathan Robinson, a man who, according to court documents, has a long arrest record. KSLA uncovered documents showing police taking Robinson into custody 12 times over the past 19 years. And despite a growing rap sheet, these papers show him serving very little time in prison. For example, Robinson was twice arrested for murder, a first-degree murder charge in 2000 that was dismissed, and a second-degree murder charge in 2005. In that case, Robinson pleaded guilty to aggravated second-degree battery and sentenced to 7 years hard labor. This happening
There's been a lot of people come and go since I first started.
while Paul Carmouche served as Caddo Parish District Attorney. During Charles Scott's time as DA, Robinson was arrested twice on drug charges. And since James Stewart took over the DA's office,
it's a lot different than what we do.
Robinson has been arrested 3 more times. In this 2015 case, where Robinson was accused of domestic abuse, false imprisonment, simple battery, and resisting arrest, police records state that Robinson ran the female victim off the road in a car, hit her in the face, then used the woman as a shield when police tried arresting him. He pleaded guilty to 2 counts of domestic abuse battery in that case back in 2016, getting a year in prison, but that sentence was suspended with probation. Now, just 16 months later, Robinson is back here behind bars in Caddo Parish. Here, I have a warrant from Robinson's last run-in with the law before yesterday's tragic murder in Caddo Heights. This is from June 2016. It shows Robinson being charged with armed robbery, and according to documents, he robbed a man in a car and had an SK-47 in his possession. Like so many criminal cases against Robinson, the charges in this one were dismissed as well by prosecutors. I'm Chief of...
He was charged immediately with first-degree murder, attempted first-degree murder of a peace officer, illegal use of a firearm, hostage-taking, aggravated assault. The charges stacked up, but the damage had already been done. In January 2019, just 9 months after the murder, Robinson stood before a judge. He pled guilty to all charges. He accepted a sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole plus 100 years. Prosecutors had initially sought the death penalty, but Renita's mother, Anita Williams, asked them to stop. She did not want another life taken, even his.
Didn't know it was going to happen. Just never shared it with nobody because I knew what I wanted in my heart and what I believe in. I didn't believe in killing nobody. I never believed in killing nobody. Not just him, nobody. Not even an enemy. So why? No, I'm glad justice has been served. Everything is gone. Everything is okay. So I feel a lot better now. Now I can rest. Now me and my family can go on with our life. You know, it's over with. It's no more. So it's nothing else to talk. The decision has been made between us and everybody else. So we feel a lot better. It hurts me. It hurts me so bad. By killing Jonathan, it's not going to bring Renita back. None whatsoever. So decision has been made, and that's what it is.
When did the DA let you know that this would happen?
We have been talking about months. We have been talking about months. He had asked me my decision, and he gave me his decision. So at the end of the day, the decision that was made was my decision. So no one else could look at the DA, no one else, no other different. I made that decision. So that is what it is.
Did Robinson reach out to you anyway?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I never let no one know. It was privacy. Every time he reached out to me, I never let no one know. This wasn't the first time he apologized to me. It's about the 3rd time with letters and writing. I just never let no one know what was going on with me. From this time on, it was just private. Whatever went on, it was private between me and my family. Yes, he did reach out, and I forgive him. I forgive him. But I never will forget. Thank you.
Thank you.
Renita's children were not in that room. They were being cared for by family, protected from the headlines, shielded from the video. But one day they will grow older, and they will ask questions. And this is the story the world must be ready to tell them. Because their mother did not die in a vacuum. She died in a system that saw warning signs and did not move fast enough. By the time the dust had settled, there was only one person in handcuffs. But this case was never about just one man. The police arrived after the live stream ended, after the fatal shots were fired. The 911 calls came in early, some say within the first minute of the broadcast, but dispatch logs show a lag. They did not treat it like an emergency until it was too late. Why? Because for some reason, violence toward Black women, especially domestic violence, does not get treated like a national crisis until a body is on the floor. This was not the first time Renita Williams had called for help, not even close. Family members confirmed she had filed for protection before. She had spoken up. She had tried to move on. But the court system is not designed to protect women like Renita in real time. It waits for bruises. It demands evidence. It wants a story that fits neatly in a form. But by the time she had that, she was already gone. And when it came time to sentence Robinson, the court chose not to pursue the death penalty. Many applauded that, her mother included. Others were conflicted. Was it mercy? Was it a missed opportunity to send a message? Or was it simply the reality that no sentence, no matter how long, can make up for what was lost? Because this case pulled back the curtain on something far bigger than just one man with a gun. It showed a hole in the system big enough for countless victims to fall through. And it is a hole that Black women especially fall through most often. In 2023, domestic violence homicides rose again for the third straight year, and Black women made up a disproportionate number of those victims. They are often unprotected, under-resourced, and unheard. Renita's murder was broadcast for the world to see, but how many others die in silence? On social media, the hashtag Justice for Renita started trending days after her death. But it did not stop there. It sparked awareness campaigns across Louisiana. It inspired fundraisers for local shelters. It led to conversations about how we train officers, process protective orders, and respond to early signs of abuse. And most importantly, it moved survivors to speak up. Because the truth is, domestic violence does not always look like black eyes and hospital visits. Sometimes it looks like isolation, like deleted texts, like a woman going live because it is the only way she feels safe. And sometimes even that is not enough. So now we say her name, we tell her story, and we ask you, who are watching, who are listening, who are reading this, do not let this be where it ends. If this story moved you, if you know someone who needs support, if you are someone who has lived through something like this, do not stay silent. Drop a comment to honor Renita. Share this video with someone who needs to see it. And remember, what we do after tragedy is what defines justice. This story is not just hers anymore. It is ours. It is yours. It is time we treat it that way.